Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another example for subquery. But this time we are going to discuss firstly about the tables that we are using, and then we will understand the problem statement, and as per the problem statement we will create one query where we are utilizing the subquery. Okay, so let's see how we can use this, and for that I will firstly show you some queries. So for that I am running one command sql, and here I will show you some table. I will directly show you the table data. From data itself you can easily understand what is the structure of table. So I am running one query here, select star from Sharmit 1 slash students. So this is first table. In student table we have student ID, student name, and if I press shift F8 you will see student age as well as class. Okay, so these are the four columns that we have inside our table, and we have also stored some data. So you can see for three record is available in this table. Apart from this we have another table. So for that I will run new query, select star from, this is normal query, here we are not using any subquery, right? We are just selecting all the record. So select star from Sharmit 1 slash grades. So this is my second table, grades. Here we have student ID, subject, and if I press shift F8 we have grade as well. Okay, now the requirement is that we want to fetch all the let's say we want to fetch student name and student ID where class where student has scored grade A for subject math. Okay, if it is not clear, let me show you the query, because from query itself it would be more clear for you. So you can focus on this query. What we are doing here, we are selecting the student ID as well as student name. Okay, so these are the two thing we are fetching from this student table. Then we are checking it in where condition, where student ID in, and then we are running another subquery which is select student ID from grades where subject is math and grade is A. Okay, let me hit enter first. So you can see it is only populating one record whose student ID is 1, student name is John, and his grade. Okay, we are printing only two columns, so then it is fine. It is showing only student ID and student name, but you can also add uh, more columns if it is required. So what actually we are doing here, we are using subquery. So whenever we are using subquery, it is always like it is always it always process the inner query first. So just look at the inner query. For now just focus on this part. This is inner query. So what it will do, it will fetch it will populate the student ID, it will print the student ID from grades table where subject is math and grade is A. What it will do, it will fetch student ID from grades table where subject is math and grade is A. Similarly, if you want to add few more conditions here, you can apply here, like you can use either and or operator to make it more conditional. Okay, once this subquery is executed, then it will return some data. It will return some student ID. That student ID will be compared with the where clause student ID for outer query. So here we are checking if student ID is in, we are using in operator matched with the data which is fetched from here. Then we are printing the student ID and student name only in that case. So from this example you can easily say yes, here also firstly it is executing the inner query, and after that inner query is returning some data. That data is getting processed by outer query, and as per the given condition it is populating the result. So let me hit enter here. Now you can see it is only showing one record because this is the only record where the grade is uh, A and subject is math. Let's verify that. So in student, you can see if I press shift F8, there is no age, grade or subject. So but ID we have, right? So ID is 1. So similarly, if I show you the second table, which is grade table, let me run this for grades table. So here what we have, subject is math and grade is A. Now there might be a question why this data is not fetched. Math, if I press shift F8, because grade is C. Okay, so for C grade it will not work. It should work only for grade A. Or we can slightly change the logic. Let me show you one more example. We want to fetch only those data where uh, just focus on this record where student ID is subject is English and grade is let me check this third record, I guess. Okay, just simply go and change here. So for this query we will make the subject as English. So if I hit enter, you can see it is printing two record, student ID 2 and student ID 3, because of the data. So to student ID 2 and student ID 3 grades table, it is math, uh, here you can see for student ID 2, two things is mentioned, math and English. Okay, and we have passed the subject as English. That's why it is populating student ID 2 and 3 as well. So this is how it is working. uh, like you can see here we have some repetitive data. If it is not there, then accordingly it will process, but overall thing is that whenever we are executing the subquery, it is executing the inner query first, and then whatever output we are fetching from inner query is getting processed by outer query. Okay, fine. So this is all about query. Now I will show you a quick example for the demo, like how we can use the same query inside sqlrpgle program. So this is not the actual program for that query, but I will just show you the customization area, like where you can customize the program for the given query. So you can use this statement as it is, because we need that SQL statement to verify the query. Then in data structure, you can change the data structure subfield as per your requirement. Like here, as per as per the query that we were discussing right now, we need student ID and student name. So similarly, you can pass the values here. Then we are setting the commitment control to star none, and here we are declaring the cursor in cursor area. Like you can just simply replace this query with your actual query, then you can execute your cursor name we can decide as per the query. After that, just open the cursor, run the cursor inside loop in order to fetch the data. Once data is fetched, then you can simply verify the query. If it is executed and returned 2000, that means end of file occurred. If it is not valid, then it means and not 2000, because if it is going in this else if block, then it means the query is not executed properly. So just print the errors encountered message and leave the loop. Otherwise, simply print the value which you have fetched from the cursor. Then do end if and end do, and at last just close the cursor and set the ILR to on. Okay, so this is how we can easily utilize a subquery inside sqlrpgle program. I hope this session is clear to all of you. And if you are not aware of sqlrpgle in detail, or you are not aware of the basics of sqlrpgle, then maybe you can refer previous session, because we are doing these sessions in a sequential manner. So I would recommend to go and check out those sessions, and then it would be easy for you to understand these concepts, because for now we are just focusing on the subquery portion, as today we have covered another example for student and grades table where we are using the subqueries. So yeah, you can refer the basic sessions if you are not sure how we can use the subqueries inside sqlrpgle program. So yeah, that's all for this session. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.